Okay.
So hello beautiful people. So like we're discussing, for pattern drafting there are some tools that are necessary and there are some tools that are important. I'll be showing you the tools, then I'll tell you the ones that are very important and the ones that are necessary. First we have the ruler, we have the transparent ruler, we have the wooden ruler. Then this is hip curve. This is a variant of hip curve. This is the steel hip curve. This is the kind of plastic hip curve. So these can easily break, especially for people that have kids or people that are apprentices that are not so careful with things. It's better to get this, or you get the wooden one. The wooden one. Okay, this now is kind of like a pattern master. This is the hip curve. This is the armhole curve. This is also armhole curve, the plastic armhole curve, the wooden armhole curve. If you look at this, you see that it's kind of like both a combination of the hip curve and the armhole curve. So this is like a pattern master. So this is wooden. You have the plastic, you have the steel of this. You can order the steel type online majorly. If you don't have someone that sells fashion design accessories around you, order it online. Then you get that. So this armhole curve and hip curve combined, pattern master. So there's a pattern master too that combines armhole curve, hip curve, leg curve, everything, French curve. That pattern master, it's big like this, a bit large, not so wide. It's not bigger than this. Pattern master, the size of pattern master is not bigger than this. So you can just get the pattern master, preferably get the steel one. I've not seen the wooden one before. You can get the steel one, it will last and you keep working with it. But sometimes because of the grading, you might have to get the plastic or kind of iron pattern master. So that is it. Then we have the French curve. This one is broken. So like I was saying, there are some that are necessary and some that are important. For example, this French curve, if you don't have your armhole curve and your hip curve and your leg curve or your pattern master, you need a French curve. It is important. If you don't have, so you need a curve. A curve is important. So you either choose to get a pattern master, or you get your French curve, or you get a combination of this, or you get your hip curve and armhole curve together. Then your ruler, it's important. Your pencil, it's important. Your pattern paper, I didn't think that a pattern paper. Your pattern paper is important. Your masking tape is important. Preferably you could use the transparent one so you can see what is on it. So then we need a flat surface. For example, this table now, it's a flat surface. So sometimes, especially for those that have access to tools, this is a cutting mat. We have two types of cutting mat. We have the self-healing type and the other one. So for this now is a self-healing cutting mat. For example, why they call it self-healing? If I place my paper on it and I want to trace something out and I do like this, automatically the lines will show on it like this. Look at it. The lines will show on it, but with time it's going to heal up and close up. That's why they call it self-healing cutting mat. So it's of different size. This is A2 size. We have bigger sizes that can be as wide as this table. It helps you in pattern drafting because already it is calibrated. You have 1 to 58 here and it's calibrated and it's graded also. So it helps you when you are doing your pattern to get proper measurements and markings. For example, this is another cutting mat, the smaller size, the A4. So there is one that's as wide as this. You can order it online. So I said the important things. Part of the important things too is this. Your set squares and your this thing. You can get it in the market. This is the bigger one that I use on the board when I want to teach. Your set squares and your compass. So it's important too. So your scissors, it's important. Have a pattern paper scissors different from your fabric cutting scissors and sewing scissors. Have your fabric shears. Buy a fabric shears separate and have the one for your paper separate. Then we have the tracing wheel. For example, if we have our pattern like this, let's say this is my pattern and I don't want to repeat the same pattern, maybe it's the same size, I can place it on another pattern paper and trace it out. That's what tracing wheel is for. I trace everything out like this, like this, like this, till I get what I desire, and then I cut this out to use. For example, if you want to have a template, maybe size 6, size 18 size, and you've drafted it, if you want to cut several other patterns, it's better to just place this on it and trace it out. You can put carbon paper in between the two papers if you like, so it makes it easier to draw it out. So now we have the roller cutter. This, for example, after we've used our tracing wheel and we want to cut out, the roller cutter helps us to cut out. I hope you see. We've cut it out. That's the roller cutter. So this is also a cutter. This is also a cutter, you can see. It cuts this way too. I hope you can see. That's also a cutter. But in some cases, I don't advise you to have this if you have kids at home. Except you are very careful to know when to draft your patterns and use it, and don't drop it anyhow. You can always have this. Before they can press it, you pack it back. Immediately you use. So anything, any object in pattern draft that you use that is sharp, be careful with kids or people that are not careful around it that can get injured with it. What else? We have something like this flexible curve. For example, I hope you can see it. It's a flexible curve. It can form any shape. If I want to draw armhole now, I can use it to form armhole. Maybe I've drafted the armhole and I want to draw it out, and I don't have my armhole curve close by. I can use this. I can use it to get a neck shape, anything I want. So it's a flexible curve. It's necessary but not important. Cutting mat necessary, not important. But these curves, tape measure, your tape measure, all the curves, the masking tape, your pattern paper, they are very important. Thank you. Have a nice day.